morning, friends. What it was like in 5 minutes or less. Let's try and tackle that one. Timer is going. For me, what it was like, Jeepers Creepers. Really a loaded question because Dad got sober when I was 7. So my memories of Dad practicing are fleeting at best. There are definitely memories there, something I could probably go into in greater detail in a different episode, but beyond that, I don't have a lot of memories of Dad practicing. That noted, his dad, Louis, from what I understand, from what I'm told, I never met the man, died a practicing alcoholic. I've researched the family, and maybe there's more information to come, but all that noted, my own genetic line, I go back as far as Louis, and I know that I'm probably 3rd generation. Louis died practicing. Dad got sober at about 42 years old. I think I was 7 at the time. And I got sober at 28. And there you go. Dad laid the foundation for sure. What my childhood years would have been filled with were Dad getting sober. So open meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous, Alateen as it became available to me, Al-Anon family groups, Al-Anon, my parents played billet for a number of conventions, the Essex County Convention when it came up. My mom served quite a bit at a district capacity with Al-Anon family groups. I believe my father served, I don't know how high up he went. I know that he certainly served at his home group, which was the Golden Mile group in Windsor. And there you have it. There was dysfunction beyond the actual obvious story or memories that I lacked. There was definitely dysfunction, and I have a significant amount of memory related to that. My own story, as Dad got sober, I was kind of farmed out, for lack of a better term, to a big brother who turned out not to be a big brother. And that man molested me on and off from the time I was 7 until I was almost 14 years old, I believe. And that led to its own book of horrors that I'll probably get into in a later episode. Dad passed away when I was 17, thus the Surviving 17 title page and the book that I'm actively trying to put together. Hopefully that comes to fruition one day. Let me know if you know anybody. After Dad passed away, everything kind of went downhill. I really was a thorn in my parents' side in a lot of ways. I was. I wasn't well behaved. Not that I had a lot of those structures in place beforehand, but this isn't a blame game. I snuck out all the time. I stayed home as little as possible and ran the streets a whole lot. So after Dad passed away, that just amplified. I was living in a car and homeless by the time I was 19 or 20, I think. And in and out of the psych ward, in and out of therapy and therapists, and that was it. I mean, that's what it was like. A lot of dysfunction. And that continued on right up until I finally got sober on January 15th of 1997. So hopefully that wraps it up for you. Tune in tomorrow and we'll talk about what happened. So probably wearing the same shirt because I'm going to do this pretty quickly, back to back to back. And again, try and keep it in 5-minute snippets. So don't know what else to add to that, man. It was dysfunctional, it was chaotic, and there wasn't a lot of structure or stability. But they loved us, man, and I want to end on that. We were loved. We loved each other, and we definitely knew that our parents loved us. Dad, not so much, but without question, Mom made up for that, man. And there's my chime, so I'm out of time. I want you to know that before we call this quits, man. Mom did everything in her power to make sure we knew we were loved. And for that, I am eternally and forever grateful. I pass on her big squishy hugs to my kids and my wife and anybody that'll receive them all the time. And on that note, thank you so much.